Hello, this is TMF 3113 Project Management Group Video Presentation by Smart. I am Sien with metric number 79801, and my group members are Jason Fong, Guan, and Wong Zhen. This video will cover Assignment 1, Assignment 2, and also Project. The video link will be provided in the cover page of the project report. Firstly, we are going to present our Assignment 1 for Project Management.
Hello, my name is Guan. I will talk about the introductions for assignment 1. So, our project name is Virtual Learn. Virtual Learn project is a project launched by SMART, which aims to create a comprehensive online learning platform for KPM, which is Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, providing an enhanced online learning environment for 100 secondary school teachers in Kota Kedondong. With a budget of 100,000 ringgit, the project is scheduled to run from 19 October 2023 to 18 April 2024. The primary goal of Virtual Learn are improving the proficiency and familiarity of Google Apps among teachers, facilitating easy access to Google App resources, and promoting collaborative learning opportunity. The platform will serve as a vital tool for monitoring teacher learning progress too. To meet this goal, SMARTs have opted to purchase a software bundle featuring Google Classroom, Google Meets, Google Docs, Google Slide, and Google Drive. These solutions align with our project cost efficiency goals. I will introduce our team organizations. First, our project manager for Virtual which is Guan Shen. She has project management, leadership, communications, budgeting, and time management skills, and also risk management knowledge. Second, is our marketing and sales, which is Wong Zhen. He has a marketing strategy knowledge, sales technique, market analysis, communications, and negotiation skills. Third, which is the technical expert, which is me, Guan. I have a IT system management knowledge of programming language, problem solving, analytical, and adaptability skills. Four, lastly, which is productions manager, which is Jason Fong. He has the quality control skills, manufacturing process knowledge, supply chain management, leadership, and problem-solving skills. Now I will talk about our role and responsibility for the project. First is our project manager, which is Guan Shen. Her responsibility in this project is develop project plans and ensure their timely executions, coordinate and lead team members, monitor project progress and report on important metrics, identify and reduce project risks, communicate with stakeholders to provide project updates. And second, with our marketing and sales, which Wong Chen. His responsibility is to develop and implement marketing strategy and campaigns, build and maintain relationship with clients, analyze market trends and identify new business opportunity, lead the sales team and achieve sales targets, communicate with clients to understand their needs. And third, which is technical expert, which is me, Guan. My responsibility is manage the implementations and maintenance of IT system, address technical problems and offer user assistance, develop and manage software solutions, work with other departments to achieve IT requirements, and ensures data security and compliance with legislations. And last, is our productions manager, which is Jason Fong. His responsibility is plan and organize workflow and production schedule, achieve product quality that satisfy industry requirements, maintain control over the supply chain and inventory, lead and inspire members of the production team, evaluate production's problem and fix the problem. Now I will talk about the agreements. We have five agreements. First is the every team member will follow the project process, the scope and specific goals. And second, every team member commit to carrying out the tasks and roles that have been given to them in the project process. Third, every team member will follow the specific project timetable and goals. And four, weekly team meeting will be planned to discuss any issues or concerns that will be handled directly. And lastly, in the event of conflict or disagreements, Every team member will make an effort to settle them peacefully. So the following terms and agreement are acknowledged by every team member, those who sign, and we promise to follow them in this agreement for the Google Apps training projects.
Hi, my name is Wong and my matrix number is 81524. So this picture indicates the team learning record for our smart company. And basically, this is a table that tabulated facts, assumptions, and questions. Team learning record in project management serve as a repository documenting the facts, assumptions, questions gained throughout a project. This table is important because it can enhance future decision making, streamline processes, and contribute to the overall running and development of the project team. Moving on to the action plan for our project. In our action plan, we actually have action step assigned to and due date. This is featured in our project. For action step, it identifies specific, measurable, and achievable tasks that contribute to project objective. Clearly define the steps necessary to complete each task. For assign to, clearly assign responsibility to team members based on their skills and appetites. Ensure each team member knows their role and what is expected to them for the due date. It is very important to establish realistic deadlines for each action step to create a timeline for the project. Clearly communicate due dates to team member, promoting accountability and timely completion of tasks. So let us emphasize in project challenge. A project challenge in project management refers to any obstacles, difficulty, or issue that may affect the successful planning, execution, or completion of a project. And this challenge can arise in various aspects. In this table, the challenge and description are numerical ordered. So for an example, limited resources. For the description, ensuring the every school has the necessary equipment and reliable internet access can be a challenging task.
Now I will present about our project description. SMART is launching the Virtual Learn project to create an online learning portal for Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, which is KPM, specifically benefiting 100 secondary school teachers in Kota Kedondong. The project, spanning 6 months with a budget of 100,000 ringgit Malaysia, aims to enhance teachers' understanding and effective use of Google Apps through a user-friendly online platform. Virtual Learn includes tutorial videos, peer-to-peer networking, a discussion forum, and a learning management system to monitor teachers' progress. The platform encourages collaborations, knowledge exchange, and continuous improvement in teaching practices, aligning with KPM's vision of educational excellence. SMART is committed to delivering a secure and high-quality learning environment to support teachers in leveraging Google Apps effectively. The measurable organizational value, which is the MOV of this project, is that this project aims to enhance the quality of education in Kota Kedondong secondary schools by increasing the adoption of Google Apps among teachers. By providing comprehensive Google Apps training and resources, the project will empower teachers to effectively integrate Google Apps into their teaching practices, leading to a 50% increase in Google Apps usage within 6 months of project completion. This widespread adoption of technology in the classroom will foster a more engaging and a more enriching learning environment for students.
There are three comprehensions of the alternative, which is alternative 1, maintain the status quo, like do nothing; alternative 2, purchase a software package; and alternative 3, build a custom system. In the case of maintaining the status quo, the total cost of ownership (TCO) is low due to minimal upfront cost and no immediate investment required. However, the total benefit of ownership (TBO) remain low as there are minimal immediate benefits associated with this approach. The total cost of ownership for alternative 2 is considered medium to moderate due to moderate to high upfront costs. However, it offers a medium to high total benefit of ownership as it reduces development time and provides pre-built features. For the custom system development, alternative 3, the total cost of ownership (TCO) is high due to significant upfront costs associated with custom development. However, it offers a high total benefit of ownership (TBO) due to the potential for long-term cost saving and a tailored solution precisely aligned with specific needs. The recommendation for Smart is purchase a software package due to various factors: cost-effectiveness: Google Apps assisting development and maintenance result in significantly lower costs compared to developing a custom system. Licensing fee and the fee availability for educational institutions reduce financial burden and ongoing maintenance worries. Ease of use: Designed with simplicity in mind, Google Apps offers an intuitive interface, allowing even limited teachers to navigate without extensive guidance. Integration: Google Apps are tightly integrated, fostering seamless connectivity among different applications. This enhances collaboration between teachers and students, allowing real-time sharing and interaction. Features: The comprehensive set of features within Google Apps, including online grading, discussion forums, and real-time collaboration, make it an ideal foundation for virtual learn's online learning environment. Now we will show you the Assignment 2 presentation. For the introduction, Smart Virtual Learn project running from October 2023 to April 2024 with a budget of 100K Ringgit Malaysia, target 100 secondary school teachers in Kota Kentondong. It focuses on enhancing Google Apps proficiency and fostering collaborative learning through a bundled software approach. The aim is to create a cost-efficient, interactive platform that improves teaching practices and learning experiences, contributing to the advancement of secondary education in the region. Measure of value (MOV). The project core objective is to elevate education quality in Kota Kentondong secondary schools by promoting extensive adoption of Google Apps among teachers. Through robust training and resource provision, the project aims for a 50% surge in Google Apps usage within 6 months post-project completion. This increased technology integration in teaching will cultivate a more engaging and enriching classroom environment, benefiting student learning experience. List of resources. Project Manager. The project manager will be responsible for overseeing all aspects of the project, from planning and execution to monitoring and evaluation. They will also be responsible for communicating with stakeholders and ensuring that the project is completed on time and within budget, and the salary is 15K Ringgit Malaysia. Technical expert. The technical expert will be responsible for developing and implementing the virtual learn platform. They will also be responsible for training teachers on how to use the platform and troubleshooting any technical issues that may arise, and the salary is 15K Ringgit Malaysia also. Marketing and sales specialists. The marketing and sales specialists will be responsible for developing and implementing a marketing and sales plan for the virtual learn platform. They will also be responsible for creating marketing materials and promoting the platform to teachers, and the salary is 7.5K Ringgit Malaysia. Lastly, training specialists. The training specialists will be responsible for developing and delivering training materials to teachers. They also be responsible for providing ongoing support to teachers and ensuring that they are able to use the virtual learn platform effectively, and the salary is 7.5K Ringgit Malaysia also. Technologies categories. Google Apps. Google Apps is a suite of cloud-based productivity tools that will be used to develop the virtual learn platform. These tools include Gmail, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, and Google Sites, and it costs 4.5K Ringgit Malaysia. Learning Management System (LMS). An LMS will be used to track teachers' progress and provide them with feedback. The LMS will also be used to house training materials and other resources, and it costs 4.5K Ringgit Malaysia also. Lastly, video conferencing software. Video conferencing software will be used to conduct training sections and provide online support to teachers. This software will allow teachers to interact with the project team and with each other in real time, and it costs 4.5k ringgit Malaysia.
For our list of resources, facility. First is our office space. Office space will be needed to house the project teams. This space will need to be equipped with computer, internet access, and other office supply. It costs 4,500 ringgits. And second, which our training rooms. Training room will be needed to conduct training session for teacher. This room will need to be equipped with computer, projector, and other training material. It will cost 2,700 ringgit. And third facility is computer lab. Computer lab will be needed to provide teacher with access to computer and the internet. This will allow teacher to practice using the virtual learn platform and to access other online resources, which will cost us 1,800 ringgit. And for the total for the facility cost is 9,000 ringgit. For other researchers, first one is training material. Training material will be used to train teachers on how to use the virtual learning platform. This material will include printed manuals, online tutorial and video, which costs us 4,500 ringgit. And second, which is marketing collateral. Marketing collateral will be needed to provide the virtual learning platform to teachers. This collateral will include brochures, flyers, and website content, which also costs 4,500 ringgit. And third one is travel expense. Travel expense will be needed to transport project teams member to and from trainings, sessions, and meetings. These expenses may also include accommodations and meals, which costs 7,200 ringgit. And for the total, which is 16,200 ringgit. The first table is talk about the summary of the resources and the costs. So first, for the first resources, which is people, costs 45,000 ringgit, and the second technology total cost is 10,800 ringgit, and third facility, which costs total cost is 9,000 ringgit, and four others, which total cost is 6,200 ringgit, and five total, which costs 80,000 ringgit, and six emergency funds for risk management, which costs total to 20,000 ringgit, and for the grand total, which 100,000 ringgit. And the second table is the money breakdown for the courses. So first one is people, which cost total costs 45,000 ringgit, which is money breakdown for the project manager is 3,750 ringgit, and technical expert is 3,750 ringgit, and third, marketing and sales specialist is costs 2,250 ringgit, and the training specialist is costs 2,250 ringgit. And for the technology, which total costs 10,800 ringgit, for the money breakdown, Google Ad is 2,500 ringgit, learning management system LMS which costs 2,400 ringgit, and for the video conferences software which costs 600 ringgit, and for the third facility which costs 9,000 ringgit. The money breakdown is office space 1,500 ringgit, training rooms 850 ringgit, and the computer lab which is 650 ringgit. And for number four, other, the total cost is 60,200 ringgit, training material is 3,200 ringgit, marketing collateral 3,200 ringgit, and for the travel expenses is 1,200 ringgit. I will talk about the project scope. Here contain the five project phases in the process of developing the Google App Training projects, which are project initiation, project planning, project executions, and controlling, closing on project, and evaluation of the project. So for the first phases, we use the project initiations, which define the project's purpose, scope, and high-level goals. It contains the deliverable of business cases and agreed upon document. Then, for the second phase, which is project planning, develop a detailed project plan that outlines tasks, timeline, resources, and dependency, which contain the deliverable of project infrastructure report and project scope report. And for the third phases, which is project executions and controlling, carry out the project plan and monitor process progress, ensuring it are aligned with the project's goals, which contain of five sections with analysis, design, development, testing, and implementations. So for the first section, which analysis, the deliverable is the business requirement document, which BRD, and implementations strategy document. And second section, which design, contain the deliverable of training material, sketch and wireframes, and also interactive prototype. And for the third section, which developments, content of deliverable of online learning platform, which virtual learn, and virtual learn demonstrations. And then for number four section is testing, contain the deliverable of test result and debug documentations. And for the last section is implementations, which contain of the deliverable of refined documentations and trainings program for teacher. And next is for the number four phases, which is closing of project. This conclude all project activity and deliver the final product or service, which contain the deliverable of final project report and formal assistance documents. And for the last phases, which is the project evaluations, which assess the project overall success and identify area for improvements, which is the deliverable is the project evaluations reports. I will talk about the project scope. Here contain the five project phases in the process of developing the Google App training projects, which are project initiation, project plannings, project executions, and controlling, closing on project and evaluation of the project. So for the first phases, we use the project initiations, which define the project's purpose, scope, and high-level goals. It contains the deliverable of business cases and agreed upon document. Then, for the second phase, which is project planning, develop a detailed project plan that outline tasks, timeline, resources, and dependency, which contain the deliverable of project infrastructure report and project scope report. And for the third phases, which is project executions and controlling, carry out the project plan and monitor process progress, ensuring it are aligned with the project's goals, which consists of five sections with analysis, design, developments, testing, and implementations. So for the first section with analysis, the deliverable is the business requirement document with BRD and implementations strategy document. And second section with design contain the deliverable of training material, sketch and wireframes, and also interactive prototype. And for the third section is developments, content of deliverable of online learning platform which virtual learn and virtual learn demonstrations. And then for number four section is testing, content the deliverable of test result and debug documentations. And for the last section is implementations, which contain of the deliverable of refined documentations and trainings program for teacher. And next is for the number four phases, which is closing of project. This conclude all project activity and deliver the final product or service, which contain the deliverable of final project report and formal assistance documents. And for the last phases, which is the project evaluations, which assess the project overall success and identify area for improvements, which is the deliverable is the project evaluations reports.
Now I will present about the deliverables in the phase of project execution and controlling. So for the analysis part, we have two deliverables, which are the business requirements document and also the implementation strategy document. The business requirements document outlines the business requirements and the expectations throughout the project lifecycle and also the necessary components to achieve the project's goals. And for the implementation strategy document, it involves creating detailed step-by-step instructions for project completion, and it also provides members with a clear guidance on the specific actions and individual tasks necessary to accomplish the team's strategic objectives. For the design phase, we have three deliverables in total, which are the training materials, sketches and wireframes, and interactive prototype. The training materials are the contents to be included in the final products. For example, the tutorial videos and the PDF for the teachers. And sketches and wireframes, there help to visualize early concepts and refine the flow and layout before the visual design, which is the interactive prototype. As for the interactive prototype, it is the interactive model simulating the real product, and it looks and functions closer to the final product. As for the development phase, we have two deliverables here, which are the online learning platform, Virtual Learn, and the Virtual Learn demonstrations. So for our platform, it incorporates secure peer-to-peer networking and enabling teacher-to-teacher interaction and knowledge exchange, and a progress tracking system. And for the demonstrations, we ensure that the Virtual Learn meets the business and technical requirements gathered during the planning, as the client could see their needs being translated into an actual product. As for testing phase, we have test results and also debug documentations. So the test results are the performance testing, user acceptance testing, and the feedbacks from the organization, client, and also the test users. For the debug documentation, we include the document which is the debugging and also modifying the platform based on the feedback given by the users. Last but not least, which is the implementation part, we have two deliverables as well, which is refined documentation and also the training program for teachers. So we do the documentation of all the reports done throughout the development of the project. And lastly, we also prepare training sessions for teacher by using the Virtual Learn platform. For the project phase of closing the project, we have two deliverables here, which are final project report and also the formal acceptance document. So for the final project report, it means that all the project documentation is archived. And for the formal acceptance document, it formally signifies the client's acceptance that the project has met all requirements. This milestone marks the official closure of the project. By signing the formal acceptance document, the client takes over the responsibility for Virtual Learn from the Team Smart. Lastly, for the project evaluation, we have one deliverable here, which is the project evaluation report. It is a comprehensive report that assesses project performance against goals, objectives, scope, budget, timeline, quality, and etc. It also highlights the successes, failures, and also the lesson learned throughout this process. Now I will be presenting about the use case diagram. So the system here is the Virtual Learn, and we have 3 actors in total, which are teacher, training specialist, and technical expert. And we have 13 use cases here. So now let's start with the technical expert. So technical expert is connected to 2 use cases here, which is the maintenance and also the repay. As for the training specialist, it is connected to 4 use cases here. So the first one is contact other teachers via the platform. Second one is tracking teachers' learning progression, and then upload training materials such as the videos and also the PDF. And lastly, which is the create discussion forums. So as for the use case of creating discussion forums, it includes posting to the forum and also commenting on the forum. As for the teacher, it is connected to 4 use cases as well. So the first one is contact other teachers via the platform. Second one is searching for Google Apps tutorials, and then accessing to all materials and accessing to discussion forums. So as for the use case of accessing to all materials, it includes viewing the videos and PDF and also downloading the videos and PDF. As for the use case of accessing to discussion forums, it includes posting to the forum and also commenting on the forum. So this is one of the report of our previous MSP, which is the Microsoft project. So this is the cash flow report. So a project cash flow is a projection of the inflows and outflows of cash during the project life cycle based on the payment terms, invoicing, and also the expenses. So this is the cash flow of the project as of 10 December of 2023. This is another report of our previous MSP, which is the report of cost overruns. So a cost overrun is the amount of money that a project exceeds its initial budget. It refers to any unexpected change in a project's budget that increases the total cost of a project. So this is our cost overruns of the project as of 10 December of 2023.
Yes, as we can see, this is the resource cost overview of our project. So we have present it in chart form and also the bar form. A resource cost overview in project management involves a comprehensive examination of the financial aspect related to the resource allocated for a project. Obviously, this is the task cost overview of our project. So task cost overview in project management involve analyzing the cost associated with individual tasks or activity within a project. In task cost overview, we have a fixed cost and actual cost and etc. So we have the status of the cost like future and completed. And this is our example of start to start task in our project and also show in our MSP. So in project management, parallel same start date reference to a scheduling scenario where multiple tasks or activity within a project can begin simultaneously. These tasks run in parallel, meaning they start at the same time and progress independently on each other. This approach is often used to optimize project timelines and efficiency, allowing different aspects of the project to be worked. Moving on to duration, start date, and end date of our project. So in this table, you can see in task name, duration, start and finish, and in each column, each row, we have specified to the particular task name, duration, and also start and finish date. In our assignment 2, we do have a critical path. The critical path, as the sole essential sequence of tasks within this project, serves as the backbone of timely project completion. Its identification empowers project managers to strategically manage time and resources. Ensuring tasks are completed punctually. By outlining the sequential independency, it facilitates coordinated efforts among team members, clarifying responsibility and deadlines. Moreover, focusing on the critical path enables proactive risk management, identifying potential risks earlier, and proactive addressing them to safeguard the project's timeline and success.
Now we will show our virtual presentation. For the introduction of the project, this report details a comprehensive project revision plan in response to the client directive to reduce the project schedule by 10% and the budget by 20%. It encompasses adjustment to the schedule, budget, risk management strategies, implementation plans, closure strategies, and evaluation metrics, ensuring alignment with the revised project goals. Part one outlines the revised schedule and the budget adjustment, along with a robust risk identification framework. Part two focuses on implementation strategies, closure plans, and evaluating the project's measure of value (MOV) across key parameters, ensuring a strategic and throughout approach to meet the revised project objectives. The table illustrates a comparison between the original schedule and the revised schedule. In Task 3.2.2, which involves creating sketches and wireframes, the original duration of 14 days has been reduced to 10 days in the revised schedule. Similarly, for Task 3.3.1, focusing on the development of the online learning platform Virtual Learn, the original duration of 28 days has been trimmed down to 21 days in the revised schedule. Additionally, in Task 3.5.2, dedicated to training programs for teachers, the original duration of 17 days has been condensed to 14 days in the revised schedule. Overall, the total project duration has undergone a reduction from the original 131 days to 117 days in the revised schedule. Evidence how the schedule was revised: 1.1.1 Sketches and wireframes reduced by 4 days. In response to the compressed project timeline, our design approach has pivoted from detailed, high-fidelity mockups to quick sketches and low-fidelity prototypes. This shift facilitated rapid iteration and core functionality testing, allowing us to visualize diverse design concepts and gather early feedback, saving valuable time previously allocated for elaborate resources. Refining the platform's flow and layout concurrently with project planning enables early identification of design challenges, minimizing the need for extensive rework later on. 1.1.2 Online learning platform Virtual Learn reduced by 7 days. The focus shifts towards utilizing pre-built modules and integration for key functionalities like secure networking, progress tracking, and teacher interaction. By leveraging existing solutions instead of custom development, a substantial 7 days reduction in the development timeline was achieved. Priority was given to features fostering teachers' interaction, such as online forums and chat functionalities, ensuring their implementation within the compressed time frame. 1.1.3 Training programs for teachers reduced by 3 days. Strategic adjustments were made in the design of the 14-day training program for teachers, aligning with the revised timeline. The optimization involves training teachers specifically of the usage of the virtual learn platform through a blended learning approach. Basic platform usage will be covered via online modules, freeing up in-person sections for deeper discussions and hands-on practice, focusing on platform features relevant to teachers' daily tasks. For the conclusion of how the schedule was revised, by implementing this strategy adjustment, we can successfully reduce the total project duration from 131 days to 117 days, achieving the client's 10% shorter schedule requirement. This revised plan reflects a commitment to efficient project execution, resource optimization, and flexible methodologies, while streamlining activities with priorities, core functionalities, and essential knowledge transfer to deliver a functional virtual learn platform and equip teachers with necessary skills within the new time frame. Our dedication to quality and user experience remains unwavering, achieved through collaborative learnings and a focus on maximizing impact. The table demonstrates a comprehensive comparison between the original and revised budget for various categories of expenditure. In the personnel category, the cost remained consistent at 5,680 ringgit Malaysia for both the original and revised budget. However, notable reductions are observed in the technologies, facilities, and others categories. Technologies expenses decreased from 24,960 ringgit Malaysia to 19,968 ringgit Malaysia, and facilities reduced from 12,240 ringgit Malaysia to 9,792 ringgit Malaysia, and other costs declined from 37,120 ringgit Malaysia to 28,516 ringgit Malaysia in the revised budget. Consequently, the total expectation across these four categories saw a significant decrease from the original 80k ringgit Malaysia to 64k ringgit Malaysia in the revised budget. Additionally, the emergency fund allocated for risk management underwent a reduction from 20k ringgit Malaysia to 16k ringgit Malaysia in response to the revised budget. Overall, this strategic revision resulted in a notable reduction in the grand total expectation, decreased from the original 100k ringgit Malaysia to 80k ringgit Malaysia in the revised budget. Evidence how the budget was revised. 1.2.1 Personnel remained unchanged. In prioritizing project success, we recognize the value of our existing team, maintaining the current personnel setup ensuring continuity minimize retraining needs, and foster a relaxed environment conducive to productive collaboration. This commitment to our teams translates to efficient execution and successful project delivery within the revised budget. 1.2.2 Technologies reduced by 4,992 ringgit Malaysia. A significant portion, 31% of the revised budget, is allocated to advancing technologies, emphasizing their pivotal role in enhancing project efficiency and collaboration. By implementing advanced collaboration tools and robust learning management systems, we aim to foster seamless communication, teamwork, and continuous skill development among team members. 1.2.3 Facilities reduced by 2,448 ringgit Malaysia. Within the revised budget, 15% is earmarked for optimizing facilities costs, reflecting a deliberate shift towards lean infrastructure. This strategic initiative involves reducing dependency on traditional office setup by minimizing official space, training rooms, and computer labs. This leaner physical footprint not only potentially leads to cost saving but also opens doors for flexible work arrangement and remote work options. 1.2.4 Other reduced by 8,560 ringgit Malaysia. A substantial portion, 46% of the revised budget, is allocated to sustaining essential activities encompassed within the other category. These allocations ensure the continuity of crucial activities such as training materials, marketing, and travel necessary for the project success. 1.2.2 Technologies reduced by 4,992 ringgit Malaysia. A significant portion, 31% of the revised budget, is allocated to advancing technologies, emphasizing their pivotal role in enhancing project efficiency and collaboration. By implementing advanced collaboration tools and robust learning management systems, we aim to foster seamless communication, teamwork, and continuous skill development among team members. 1.2.3 Facilities reduced by 2,448 ringgit Malaysia. Within the revised budget, 15% is earmarked for optimizing facilities costs, reflecting a deliberate shift towards lean infrastructure. This strategic initiative involves reducing dependency on traditional office setup by minimizing official space, training rooms, and computer labs. This leaner physical footprint not only potentially leads to cost saving but also opens doors for flexible work arrangement and remote work options. 1.2.4 Other reduced by 8,560 ringgit Malaysia. A substantial portion, 46% of the revised budget, is allocated to sustaining essential activities encompassed within the other category. These allocations ensure the continuity of crucial activities such as training materials, marketing, and travel necessary for the project success. For the conclusion of how the budget was revised, our rigorous analysis cut project cost from 100k ringgit Malaysia to a revised 80k ringgit Malaysia, exceeding the client's 20% target. This remarkable feat, achieved despite fixed personnel costs, showcased our expertise in resource optimization and commitment to responsible budgeting. The revised allocation prioritizes technologies and skill development alongside streamlined facilities and balanced support for key activities. This data-driven approach ensures maximum project efficiency, resource utilization, and adaptability within the new budget.
Now I'll be presenting about risk identification framework. In this section, risks in the 5 project phases are identified using the risk identification framework. For each of the 5 identified risks, a specific member is assigned and a strategy for managing each risk is described. So for the first project phase, which is the conceptualize and initialize, the risk identified is lacking of stakeholder engagement, which means the inadequate involvement and engagement of key stakeholders at the project's initiation can lead to misunderstandings, differing expectations, and potential resistance to the project. So the member assigned for this risk is Guan Sien, And the strategies for managing the risk are define communication channels, frequency, and methods for engaging stakeholders, and conducting regular meetings and workshops to share project updates, gather feedback, and address concerns, and establishing a feedback mechanism to ensure stakeholders feel heard and their input is considered. In the second project phase, which is the develop project charter and plan, the risk identified is incomplete requirements. If project requirements are not thoroughly gathered and validated, it can result in scope changes, rework, and also the delays. The members assigned for this risk is Wong Chong. So the strategy to manage this risk is that employing various techniques such as interviews, surveys to gather comprehensive project requirements. Besides that, implement a validation process to ensure that requirements are complete, accurate, and aligned with the project objectives. It also establish a change control process to manage any modifications to the requirements throughout the project. The risk identified in the phase of executing and controlling is resource constraints. Shortages or mismatches in resources, including human resources, can lead to project delays and increased cost. The member assigned for this risk is Guan, and the strategies to manage this risk are developing a plan that identifies critical resources, the availability, and potential constraints. Next, cross-train team members to handle multiple roles to mitigate the impact of resource shortages. Besides that, ensure clear communication channels for quick identification and resolution of resource-related issues. For the phase of closing project, the risk identified is inadequate transition planning. If there is insufficient planning for transitioning project deliverables to end users or operational teams, it may lead to disruptions and dissatisfaction. So for this risk, the member assigned is Jason Fong. The strategies for managing the risk is developing a comprehensive plan outlining the steps and responsibilities for transitioning project deliverables. Additionally, ensure that adequate training and documentation are provided to end users. And next, conduct a phased handover of project deliverables to minimize disruptions during the transition period. Last but not least, the risk determined in the phase of evaluating project is subjective success criteria. So if success criteria are not clearly defined or are subjective, it may lead to differing perceptions of project success. So this risk is assigned to Sien, and the strategies for managing this risk are working with key stakeholders to define clear and measurable success criteria at the beginning of the project, involving key stakeholders in the definition of success metrics to ensure alignment with their expectations, and lastly, regularly review and update success criteria throughout the project to reflect changing circumstances and evolving stakeholder priorities.
In our project, we do have our conversion strategy, client directive, project revision plan, risk management framework. And in our report, we have explained our conversion strategy in four parts, which is parallel conversion methodology and what is it mean and why we choose parallel strategy and the advantage of parallel strategy. We have our reason for rejecting the directive cutover plan and also rejecting phrase implementation plan. As I stated earlier, our conversion strategy is consists of four parts. So for parallel conversion methodology, this is chosen for virtual learn project implementation because it involves concurrent operation of old and new systems, predetermined time for assistance to ensure smooth transition. minimize likelihood of unfavorable outcomes, ensures ongoing support for educational procedures. For the advantage of parallel strategy, it have effective in managing various technological skill levels, provide user with a convenient transition periods, and also it facilitates the gradient of with veterans, allows collective of Twitter user information for iterative improvements, and it also enables personalized modifications to better match user requirements. So for the reason why we are rejecting the other two strategy, for the rejecting direct cutover plan because it's deemed inappropriate due to high risk, requires smooth and quick transitions, posing potential disruption. Clients, especially less tech-savvy, may find the abrupt change overwhelming. So for the reason for rejecting phase implementation plan, because it is not chosen due to complexity and lengthy coordinations, involve gradual transitions leading to extended inefficiency and also the potential logistical issue and complication during implementation.
Now I'll talk about the checklist, which have nine tasks and each task has content of percentage completions. So for the first one, first task, which is project initiation, which contain of 10 percentage completions, and for the number two task, project planning, also contain 10 percentage completions, and the third task, projects execution and controlling, which contain 50 percentage completions, and the number four task, design, which contain 5 percentage completions, and for the number five task, developments, which contain 10 percentage completions, and number six tasks, testing, which also contain 10 percentage completions. Number seven, implementations, also contain 10 percentage completions. And number eight, closing the project, also contain the 10 percentage of completions. And then number nine, which is last task, project evaluations, which contain 20 percentage of the completions. And the total sum is 100% completions percentage. In this page, I will talk about how MMB will be evaluated. In this table, we contain the criteria, measurements, and the objective. So for the first criteria, which is the schedule adherence, the measurement is to evaluate project timeline against the revised schedule, and the objective is to confirm completions within the adjusted timeframe, meeting or surpassing expectations. And for the second criteria, which is the budget adherence, the measurement is to compare actual project costs with the revised budget. The objective is to assess financial resources management within the revised budget constraints. And for the third criteria, which is stakeholder satisfaction, the measurement is to gather feedback on system performance and usability. The objective is to ensure stakeholder containment, addressing concerns raised during the project. And for the number four criteria, which is the system reliability, the measurement is to monitor system performance post-implementations, and the objective is to confirm reliable and efficiency operation in the live environments. And for the last criteria, which is business objective met, this measurement is to evaluate project alignment with defined objective, and the objective is to verify project outcome align with initial business goals and strategy objective.
Our Microsoft project is revised to meet our client's requirements. Our client decided to cut off our schedule by 10%. So this picture shows that this is a revised version. Our duration has changed to 117 days after cut off by 10%. So this is the report of resource overview after revised our Microsoft project. So you can see that on Sien, the resource work status is 280 hours, and for Guan is 344 hours. Zhen is 240 hours, and lastly Jason is 272 hours. This is the cash flow report. of our Microsoft project. So as you can see, our project budget is 100,000 ringgit Malaysia. And then the cost of our resources, which is the personnel and also the technologies, facilities, others, and the emergency fund is also as shown in the picture. This is the resource cost overview report. So it shows the cost status for each of the work resources and also the cost distribution for the type of different type of resources such as the work and also the cost. And it also shows the cost details for this project. Last but not least, this is the report of task cost overview. So it shows the cost status, cost distribution, and also the cost details of our task. And that is all from us. Thank you for watching.